I'm Tyler Brennan, and this is a one-arm Kimura from north-south. Starting off, we're going to start off in side control. And first, let's say this guy starts to go for an underhook. As he gets there, I'm going to switch the arm that's under his head all the way over and trap his arm. I want to stay down here because if I'm up by his neck, he can still use this underhook to escape. So I'm going to go right on his arm, right there, kind of in between his shoulder and his elbow. Now, I'm going to reach back. Make sure you don't turn like this because he can grab and pull you off. So I'm gonna keep my shoulders square on your back, pin his arm to the mat, and grab the Kimura. Now, from right here, I'm gonna slide my arm up, let go, and hold on right here, just with this one arm. Now, this hand is gonna switch and go behind his hip. The reason I put it here is because if I start to slide back and I don't have it here, he just keeps on following me. So I'm gonna go here to trap him from following me. Now I'm going to slide back, spin. Now keeping my arm here, I'm going to sag a little bit and get my shoulder or arm onto his neck. And now I'm going to curl, lift up, and I'm going to bring back my wrist to finish right there. Again, he goes for the underhook. I switch and trap right in between his shoulder and his elbow. Now, keeping my shoulders square, I'm going to reach back, grab his wrist, pin it to the mat, and then this arm grabs my wrist. Make sure you grab with your thumbs on top, because if you grab like this, he can straighten out his arm and it'll break out. So I'm going to grab like this, with my thumbs on top, and grab my Kimura. Now, I'm going to switch, let this go, and grab his wrist. So I'm reaching through here and grabbing here. And now this arm goes behind on his hip. I'm going to slide it up my shoulder up by his neck. Bring this back. And now I start to slide down. And then I circle. Right here. I slide down a little bit more. Now his arm gets a little bit tighter. And then you also put some pressure on his neck. So now I'm going to lift up my elbow. And I'm not going to lift up my wrist because then it won't hurt his arm. So I'm going to keep this down, lift here, and drag back here to finish. One more time. I'll just slide this way. I'm in side control. He goes for the underhook. Switch. Block right here. Now I reach back. Don't turn my shoulders. Pin his arm to the mat. Grab the Kimura. Now from right here, I'm going to slide it up. Let go with this hand and grab right here. So it's going to go under here and grab his wrist. And make sure your thumbs are still on top. Now I'm going to switch my hand over to his hips. I'm going to slide back, almost down, like my head will drop over here. So I'm going to slide, drop it, and now from right here, I'm going to slide down a little bit more, block his hip, put some pressure down. Now I'm going to lift up on my elbow and pull back on his wrist. And that's how you do the one-arm Kimura from north-south.